What's good, everybody? Is when I'm coming back at you in another video. So I want the video to serve as a reminder for you all, especially for those people who have the tendency to compare themselves with others. I want to remind you that everyone always has a beginning. Now, I say this because oftentimes we need to put things in perspective. It is easy as someone, especially if you're someone who's often on social media or, you know, have a tendency to compare yourself to see where you stand with other folks. You need to remember and keep in mind that everyone has a beginning. You, if let's just say your goal or your dream is to have that perfect body, you've probably gone on social media or somewhere online and noticed someone with the perfect body and would tell yourself, that person is so lucky. It's easy for them to have a perfect body because if I had a perfect body, I'd be so happy and it would be easy for me to maintain because, when you're already strong, it's easy to go to gym and work out. But you're probably comparing yourself with their end result, right? You're seeing that person with the perfect chiseled body, but you're probably not taking into account their past, right? Because it can very well be possible that that person at one point in their life could have been overweight. They could have been in the same position, in the same shoes as you, and just decided that enough was enough and they wanted to make the necessary changes to live a healthier life. Or it's very possible that that person at one point in their life could have struggled to put on weight, right? Like it could have been difficult for them to do that. And over time, they found a system that worked for them that allowed them to, put on the weight and then be able to work out to then arrive at that body. See, oftentimes people have the tendency to, if they want something, they'll compare themselves with other people. And it could be people who are already at the end product and feel bad for themselves that they're not at that end goal or that they don't have what that person has. But you have to realize that everyone has a beginning. Right? That person with a perfect body at some point was born as a child with probably a regular body, right? And they had to work to build that. If you're focusing on that, just the end result, then you're disregarding that person's journey and you're not factoring in that that person likely had a journey to go through to get to where they're at now, right? When comparing people, it's normal for people to think that successful people, that it was like an overnight success, until you realize the countless hours, days, months, years that they put into to get to the position that they're at, right? That it took time, it took effort. It's easy for me to look at LeBron James, right? One of the best basketball players right now. Look at him and say, oh, well, I'll never be as good as LeBron James. Or why can't I be as good as LeBron James? It's like, well, if I go and play basketball right now, I won't be able to do even a fraction of what LeBron James does. But it's because he's been playing basketball since a toddler, right? And most people don't take that into consideration. If you're learning to play the piano and you're messing up and making mistakes, and then you watch a video of Alicia Keys playing the piano and you feel bad that you're not as good as Alicia Keys, you're not taking into account that she had a beginning, that at some point in her life, she never even knew what a piano was, right? Because she was born as a baby with no knowledge of anything, and she had to learn about instruments and learn about a piano and then learn how to read music. And then throughout all the years of practice is what enabled her to be that good. And so oftentimes people want to skip steps, or they compare themselves where they stand relative to other people, and that's what makes them feel bad. You shouldn't do that. The only person you should be comparing yourself with is yourself, but you should be comparing yourself from the amount of progress you made from the beginning to now. That is the only comparison you should be making, because that is the only fair comparison. That's only the legitimate comparison. If you're going after a dream, if you're going after a goal, something that's worthwhile, right, that you're chasing after, that is the only legitimate comparison you should make from where you're at right now to where it is that you started. Because if you've made progress and you continue to make progress, then it is inevitable for you to arrive at your destination. And you'll be given that gift that is tailored to you, that is unique to you, right? And that's with everything. If I have fitness goals, I can't just look at a bodybuilder, right? Somebody with a great body, chiseled out frame, and say, "Oh, I'm mad, I'm frustrated. Why can't I be this person?" Don't wish to be other people, because your life is amazing and your life is perfect the way it is. Learn to love your life and enjoy your life and appreciate and cherish your life, because your life is the one that you've been blessed to have and experience. So make the most out of your life and say, you know what, that is that person's life, and I'm happy for them that they are in the best shape of their life. I want to get in the best shape of my life, so let me work towards that. And the progress that I make from this point onward, I'll compare that with how I was at the beginning of my journey. See, that is the approach that I've taken, because I've been on my own journey with learning other skills. And this one particular journey that I've been on this journey for years. And it's easy for me to look at other people and see how they found success with this skill set a lot sooner in a much shorter time. And so it's easy for me to believe that I'm not smart enough or I'm not good enough. But that would just take away from the joy of my journey. That would take away from all of my findings, all of the mistakes that I've made, all of the ups and downs, right? My journey is going to be tailored to me, and it's going to be fulfilling for me. And when I'm ready to receive is when it'll be delivered to me. And that's with everything in life. And that's how you need to believe with your own life as well. All of your blessings are going to unfold for you. Believe that your blessings are already delivered to you. Believe that they already have your name on it, that it's been assigned to you, and they will be delivered when you need it. They will be delivered at the right time, when you are ready, at the perfect moment for you. That's how you need to be living your life. And that will get you excited, right? If you believe whatever it is that you want, is it the house, the cars, the finances, the partner, the family, being able to travel around the world, having a loving family, whatever it is that makes you happy, that you want to have in this lifetime, a healthy body, right? Great health, pain-free body, like a body that feels good. Whatever it is that you want, just believe that it's already been yours, and that it'll make its way to you when you are ready. And the journey from the destination, right, or where you're at, it can be the very beginning, then you might be in the middle, and the destination. That journey is supposed to be fun for you. That is supposed to be enjoyable experience. And how can you enjoy that if you're constantly comparing yourself with other people? And most people don't factor in that person had a beginning. You can be looking at someone, and that person could be at the end result of something, and you likely didn't take into account their journey or their beginning. You're just seeing them where they're at right now and say, man, I wish I could be like them, not knowing what they had to go through to arrive at that position, the sacrifice they needed to make, the countless hours behind the scenes that you'll never know took place for that person to get to where they're at now. You need to take that into consideration. You need to understand that everyone always has a beginning with everything. So if you're in the midst of something challenging, but you're heading towards a worthwhile goal, push through, because you can be in the midst of your journey, or this can very well be the beginning of your journey towards something great. But you need to acknowledge that everyone has a journey, that everyone has a beginning, and that's okay. If you face challenges, that's okay. Just focus on you and your life and what you have going on. Don't be hyper fixated with the same mentality as all these other people, of just trying to constantly compare yourself and how you stack up with other people. It doesn't matter, because your blessings are for you, and the blessing that other people receive are for them. And understand that they obviously had their own beginning, their own journey to get to where they're at now. So you're likely going to experience the same thing, having your own journey, and you should be focused on enjoying it. You should be focused on making the most of it. And if you ever want to make any sort of comparison, comparing where you're at to where you began, and if you've seen progress and made steady progress, then everything will be fine, everything will be taken care of, and everything will be handled. So I wanted this video to hopefully let you take a deep breath, hopefully give you a sense of relaxation and peace, knowing that everything's gonna be fine and everything's gonna be taken care of. Everything's gonna be delivered to you in due time. You just have to be patient, and you just also have to find a way to be happy and make the most of the moment and get excited, because your excitement is what will make space for those blessings to unfold for you in your life. So don't be discouraged if you're somewhere that seems far away from the destination. What you need to be focused on is how much progress you made from your beginning, from the start of your journey. Because if you made progress, then that's something to be happy about. And if you continue making progress, then it's inevitable for you to arrive at where it is that you're headed. So that wraps up the video. If you enjoyed the video, do leave a like and subscribe, as we are on the road to 50 subscribers, guys. So once again, I want to say thank you for all your support thus far. Saying, guys, show well, and I'm out. I'll see you guys in the next video.